Good morning from Always in Stitches. We wanted to stop in this morning and show you a finish for a punch needle project that I did that I was really excited about. So we're just going to jump right into it. I had this pattern, the Gingerbread Man from Little House Needleworks, and I love gingerbread men all times of year, not just at Christmas. And I really wanted to do this punch needle, so I got my Alter punch needle set that comes with your needles, your threaders, an instruction book, and we also have a couple videos on our YouTube channel on how to start your punch needle and an introduction to it, and also an instructional video. This pattern called for Classic Colorworks floss, so I pulled my floss. I used the Morgan frames. This is my favorite set because there are so many different sizes and combinations that you can make with it. So this is the lap stand. And I got my fabric. I traced my pattern onto the fabric, popped it into the hoops, and started punching away. So when I got all done with it, as I was working on it, I was kind of thinking, well, how am I going to finish this? I don't want to just hang it on the wall. So I had lots of ideas in my head. So this is my finished punch needle, and as you can see, I've mounted it with 2 layers of fabrics, and inside is just, it's called chipboard or craft board, that it's a little bit heavier than a cardboard. So I covered these boards with my fabric. I added a little bit of batting inside here to kind of have him poof out a little bit.
Can we turn it sideways so we can see the poof factor?
See the poof.
The poof factor.
Yeah. And this was just some scrap batting that I had. You can layer it as poofy as you want it. This was a high loft batting that I did have, so that's just what I used. And I also grabbed some magnets. These are available at Hobby Lobby. So you're probably thinking, she's not going to hang this on the wall. She's going to mount it on something metal. Well, if you thought that, you're correct. I adhered these with the E6000 glue, so it would not come off. So I'm going to move these things so I can make room for more. And what I decided to do was I took just a cookie sheet, and I was trying to find one at Goodwill so I didn't have to take one out of my cabinet, but I didn't have one at Goodwill, so I just grabbed one out of my cabinet. And you'll see that this is not the normal look of my cookie sheet that I would normally have. So I went to Hobby Lobby and got the Folk Art Home Decor chalk paint. And this is black. It's available at Hobby Lobby. And it will go on metal without any trouble. I grabbed some 1-inch brushes also at Hobby Lobby so that I could control where the paint was going. And I just painted the base of it. I didn't go up the sides, which you can, but I chose not to, just to kind of show the distressed look of my pan. And then, that's when I kind of went crazy. I went a few aisles down to the Christmas section, and I knew I wanted some picks at the top of my gingerbread man, so here's what I came up with. And these are all from Hobby Lobby. This is one pick with the pine needles and the ornaments, and then these berries and the fuzzy balls. There's 2 of those picks, and then these were just fun. I thought, I can't walk out of the store without these. They had to go in there. And so I just kind of laid them out on the table and added, took away, moved them around until I was happy with the way that it looked. And then I hot glued them all together. Now, I know that when I stored this Christmas stuff up in my attic, the hot glue is probably going to let go, so I may not store them. Then I grabbed a magnet off my refrigerator, glued that onto the back, because I want to be able to use my cookie sheet for different things. So after I got all that together, and my husband, he was wondering why I took a cookie sheet out of my cabinet and was painting it. He had no clue. I said, just wait till you see it. So with all of this done together, I took my gingerbread man And these magnets are strong, so I put him about where I wanted him on the cookie sheet. And then I took my little arrangement here and placed it on top. And just to kind of add to what you're doing at Christmas time, you're always getting grocery lists together, Christmas lists, and there you go. You now have you can write on this with chalk because this is chalkboard paint, or you can use magnets on it to post notes, shopping lists, gift lists, reminders, whatever you need. This can go just about anywhere in your house, but probably the kitchen would be better. Another thought I had, and I brought it along with me, is a muffin tin. And I've seen, this is one that belonged to my husband's grandmother, so it is in pretty rough shape. But it's got the dimpling on the bottom, which I thought was really cool. So you can use either side. I could have taken my Gingerbread Man. I've not tried this yet. But I could put him on there. And then I could take my arrangement and put it on there and just kind of change up what I'm doing. So think outside the box when you're finishing something. They all don't have to go in a frame or as an ornament. You can put magnets on it, put it on muffin tins, on cookie sheets, cutting boards. There's a multitude of items that you could use it for. So we're anxious to see what you are doing and how you're finishing your projects. So stop in the shop and let us see what you're doing, and we'll grab some ideas from you and give you some of ours. So Christmas is coming. I hate to say it, but I'm excited to say it. So start working on your projects to get them done. And we're anxious to see them. So stop in the shop and see us.